Atlantia viver, Atlantia vincere, Atlantia victor. This film is intended for His Majesty Gustav, King of Sweden, Gustav XVI. And I'm going to tell you, Your Majesty, about a way in which you can become the Tsar of Holy Mother Russia. And you can gain a great territory and a great strength for your empire. Because the Tsar of Russia is dead. And now I am supposed to be the next Tsar of Russia, since I'm coming from the Romanov family. But unfortunately, besides my mental problems, I live in Romania. I'm 37 years old and 7 months. And you should know, and you should respect the fact that Russia is a combination of two cultures. There is the Viking tribe of Rus, which settled on the shores of the Ladoga Lake and gave birth to St. Petersburg. And there is also the second part, which comes from Romania, from Dacia. They are the Gete tribe, which have invaded Ukraine and have created the Scythe tribe. That is why maybe the first capital of Russia was at Kiev, and the second was at Novgorod. The first capital was burned by Tatars, by Mongols, the second too. After that they settled for Moscow as their third capital, so you have to respect to understand why the Vikings in Russia are so territorial. And why I am speaking to you, because I know that you're the King of Sweden, and yes, also Norway, but Sweden and Finland are the lands, also Denmark, the lands from which the Vikings came. And also Russia was called the Great Sweden in the ancient times. The old Tsar, the late Tsar Alexander II, made a mistake, a terrible mistake. He refused to sign the Constitution of Russia, a document who was signed by all the Jarls and all the Taharks of dragons, all the Jarls of humans and all the Taharks and queens of dragons, and all the Ktais from Agartha. Or Ktai. He refused to sign it and he was put to death. He was killed by the Viking law. Unfortunately, also his offspring, his children were killed, which was a great crime. And that is why Russia was cursed for 100 years not to have a Tsar. That period shall end in 1917, from 1917 to 2017. Yes, or maybe from 1918 April to 2018 April is that period of 100 years. And my grandmother, who is the current Tsarina of Russia, Elvira Tsarmure, Tsarmure comes from Tsar Mure, you know, told me that I should respect to the end, and I told her that the Viking law was broken, and the Viking law has precedence over the Russian law because they are all, half of them are Viking. Okay, so you must make a document, you should make a document signed by all the Jarls and all the Taharks and Queens of Dragons in Sweden, maybe also in Norway and Finland, and you shall ask for you to be recognized as the new Tsar of Holy Mother Russia, and you shall specify that you shall sign the new constitution. But you shall also ask that the priests and the noblemen shall be also required to pay taxes in Russia, because they are not required now. So only the third state, which are the common people, who are paying taxes now. The noblemen, the businessmen are paying, but the noblemen who are the second class or the second state, and the first class or the first state, which are the priests, do not pay taxes in Russia. And I sought to change that, but unfortunately I had some problems with the Rus family, with the ancient Rus family in Cluj. They said, well, this is how it is, you must sign the constitution as it is. Yes, so, goodbye.